Good morning, everyone. This is Al Rodee. This is 8 for 8 Revisited. It's Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, and I'm really grateful to be here with you today. What you can see in the background is beautiful Purcell's Cove, Nova Scotia, which is a place that I've been fortunate enough to call home for the last 4 months or so. And I get to see this beautiful, amazing view of the ocean, the Northwest Arm in Halifax, and I'm so grateful to have that. I'm also grateful for the responses and the reactions that I got from everyone who received last week's newsletter, and we're so pleased to kind of get back together again on 8 for 8, and I am too. So please keep your comments coming. I'm going to set up a comment space for 8 for 8 on my blog, so you can go directly from the newsletter and make a comment. And please, if you want to suggest a topic or ask a question, I'm happy to respond and be a part of that. Today I want to start a two-part series on relationship and our position within relationship. And the first, and you know, when we're in relationship, we are either in charge of that relationship, we are dominated by that relationship, or we are in equality in a relationship. Now, no relationship stays equal all the time, but most of the time, if we're in equality, then a relationship feels loving and caring and open and honest and free and easy. But when we're trying to control a relationship, or when we are being controlled within a relationship, the relationship doesn't feel so good. So today, the first part I want to talk about is that person inside you that is the person who wants to be in control. Now, we all have that. It's part of our ego. And you know, how does it start out? You perhaps you had a really dominating or strong mother or father figure in your life, and you've learned those behaviors from your parents. Perhaps you're a really strong personality yourself. Perhaps you're a caregiver naturally, and you see people who need help and you just want to fix them. And so you get into relationship with people because you think you have the right or the responsibility to fix them. Well, when we're trying to dominate in a relationship, what's going on? Is it really who we truly are? Does God say, well, it's your job, it's your right, it's your responsibility to help others, it's your responsibility to control other people's lives, you're better than other people, you see yourself as stronger, as more able, as more capable than others? And doesn't that really, what does that do for us? Doesn't that separate us from others of God's children? Doesn't that make us see others as separate from us? And as we've been talked about over and over and over again, we're all one energy. We're all one. And so as we judge others, as we look at someone and we say, oh, that person would be just perfect for me if only they changed this, that, or the other thing. And I could probably help fix that. Well, if you're in that situation right now in a relationship, how's that been working for you? I ask that question a lot. People almost always say, it's not. And so what is it that you benefit from being in a position of strength, of dominance? Perhaps you're coming out of your own fear. I was in a relationship like that once myself, where my wife was afraid of losing me, and so she controlled me, and I allowed it. So, you know, I was on the other side of that spectrum at that time in that relationship. And so we're best of friends, but we're no longer married. I've grown a little bit since then, and so has she. And so where do we really want to be? Where we want to be is in equality. We want to see our partners as perfect. Because as we see our partners as perfect, we allow ourselves our own perfection. And that's really first, foremost, and forever what's most important. As Hugh Len, my teacher for Ho'oponopono, says, love yourself first, foremost, and forever. And as you love yourself, others will rise up to your vibration. And so rather than sit there and judge someone else as being weak or not strong enough or not organized or having a bad memory or whatever it is on today's menu that's wrong with someone else, that you could in a humanitarian way, of course, think that you might want to fix it. Take a look inside at the log that's in your own eye. As Jesus said, it's a lot easier for us to see the splinter in someone else's eye than it is to see the log in our own eye. And so I encourage you to look inside, take 100% responsibility for these feelings of being dominating, and clean on that. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And allow your partner, whoever that might be, your friends, whatever that is, to be perfect. Okay? Even though I think I have to control my relationship, I love and forgive myself deeply and completely. Even though I sometimes think, I often think, I have to control my relationships, oh well, I'm not really in control. Divine Creator is in charge of all of our lives. And as I accept and acknowledge that, I love and forgive myself deeply and completely. Let's go to the top of the head. Even though I think I have to dominate and be in control, I love and forgive myself deeply and completely. I love and forgive my partner for allowing me to do that. And I love and forgive myself once again for seeing something wrong in the person I've chosen to love. Oh well, I love and forgive myself for trying to be in charge. Isn't that interesting? I love and forgive myself for trying to be in charge. I am one of God's children, and therefore I am perfect. And if I can come to accept that, I will see the perfection in my partners, in all of my relationships, and all of God's children. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. This has been Al Rohde. This has been 8 for 8 Revisited. I'm so excited to be back with you, and I look forward to next week. We'll talk about the person who chooses to be dominated or weaker in a relationship. Thanks for joining in. Have a great week. Stay closer to a God, to work less and accomplish more. That's what 8 for 8 is all about. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.